A warm welcome to the newsroom. I am Fidelia Aguncha. Security operatives, including the army and police, have clamped down on Revolution Now protesters in Lagos, arresting an unconfirmed number of people. The protest against bad governance was yet to take off from Computer Village, Ikeja, when the security operatives dispersed the crowd with tear gas. It was the same situation at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, where no fewer than 60 protesters have been arrested by security officials. The protesters, who were coming from Mararaba axis of the Federal Capital Territory, were arrested around the Unity Fountain and whisked away in police trucks. Meanwhile, security agents have begun stop and search operations at some locations in the city to identify and arrest other protesters. The protest holding in about 10 states across the nation has also been disrupted by security operatives in Osun State. The Nigeria Police Force has dismissed a report accusing the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, of illegal activity. The force has also filed a defamation suit against the publishers of the report. An online publication by Sahara reporters alleged that the police IG raised millions of naira illegally for the construction of a training school in Nasarawa. But reacting to the report, police spokesperson Frank Mba said the training school in Nasarawa had been built with the support of the state government and several corporate partners. Talking politics now, Fatai Adams has been elected chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State. Adams polled 1,343 votes to defeat his co-contestant Dennis Alongeniyi, who got 369 votes. Until his election as the party chairman, he was the immediate PDP vice chairman in Osun. Over 2,000 delegates from the 18 local government areas of the state took part in the election conducted in Akure, the state capital. Meanwhile, the deputy governor of Ondo State, Agbola Ajayi, who recently decamped to the PDP, shunned the party's congress. Still in Ondo State, the State House of Assembly has suspended another member, Leonard Akinrubido, representing Ondo West Constituency 1 in the House. Akinrubido was suspended over gross misconduct and the use of vulgar words in the hallowed chamber. He is the only member of the Zenith Labour Party in the House. 3 members of the House, including the Deputy Speaker, Iroju Ogundeji, were suspended last month for the same offence. The lawmakers have been ordered to avoid coming to the premises of the House Assembly while the suspension lasts. We'll take a break here to bring you updates on our COVID-19 coverage. Stay with us.
On Deji 360, we don't just ask the questions. What is wrong with amending the Constitution the way the National Assembly members have been doing it? We seek answers.
Constitution is constituent.
Our problem is not lack of laws. Our problem is lack of the willpower to implement our laws.
Answers that provide clarity.
While we negotiate, we should try to make it a point that the girls must be complete.
The clarity you need to make informed judgment so that you can make the right decision and take action.
People are saying it is you politicians that are responsible for this, that you are the reason why this is happening.
All these dollars that call themselves governors in this country.
I wish we had people like Tony at the National Assembly.
God forbid that I go to join that panel.
Deji 360, providing clarity to issues.
Welcome back. Nigeria's COVID-19 toll has risen to 44,433 with the emergence of 304 new cases. Confirming the new cases, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, also revealed that 14 new deaths were recorded in the last 24 hours. This brings the fatality toll to 910. Meanwhile, nearly 32,000 recoveries have been recorded so far in the country. With the 2020 West African Senior School Certificate Examination barely 2 weeks away, the West Africa Examination Council has released a timetable for the examination. According to WAEC, the examination, which has been slated to begin on Monday, August 17, 2020, will end on Saturday, September 12, 2020. In a statement issued on Tuesday by its head of public affairs, Demianos Ojego, the examination body asked candidates to disregard other versions of the examination timetable in circulation. The council also urged candidates to abide by the rules and regulations guiding the conduct of the examination by shunning all acts of malpractice and obeying all COVID-19 protocols that have been put in place at the examination centers. Still on the resumption of schools across the country, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has given the green light for schools to reopen in Rivers State. The information was contained in a statement signed by the State Commissioner for Education, Kaniye Ebuke. The reopening, however, is for the limited purpose of allowing candidates in exit classes to revise with their teachers and write their exit examinations. The federal government had earlier approved the reopening of schools across the country to allow exit students sit for exams amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The management of Bristol Helicopters Limited has terminated the appointment of 100 pilots. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the company said the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic necessitated its decision to lay off workers. While describing the sacking as painful, the airline's management said the move was inevitable in order to ensure the continuity of its business and delivery of essential services to its clients. This comes barely 24 hours after Air Peace sacked scores of pilots across its fleet while slashing staff salaries by up to 40%. Still to come is business stories and more after this break.
Now, yeah.
Yes, Oga. Okay. Where I go come find 300 naira change?
I better try look for change now. When they do business. Hey, Timmy. I did, bro. I be. I beg, give me 200 naira. Make I take sort out this guy. Blessing no get change.
Take it, give us.
I said 200.
Give her 100 naira.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree to pay 200 naira.
How much you think they carry people from that place we carry on the chair?
Why they touch me?
Now 100 naira. He agreed to pay.
Because that was what you said was the fair.
Why you not go pay you? Why you they extort your customer? You see this corruption, what would they hear for news? They see for people everywhere. Now be this so. This is corruption.
Not in our country.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Welcome back. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TTN, says the power sector has recorded a peak generation of 5,377 megawatts. In a tweet via its official Twitter handle on Tuesday, the company said the new record was achieved on August 1st, 2020. This surpasses the previous 5,375 megawatts recorded on the national grid in 2019, which shows an increase of 2.8 megawatts. Data from the country's electricity system operator puts the grid generation installed capacity at 12,954 megawatts, while the available generation capacity is 7,652 megawatts. However, due to constraints, the TCN cannot wheel more than 6,000 megawatts, as overload might lead to system collapse, since the power generation company's DISCOs also do not have the capacity to take more than 5,000 megawatts of power. The Lebanese government says it has launched a probe into Tuesday's explosion at Beirut, promising the wrath of the law on anyone found culpable. No fewer than 100 people have been confirmed dead from the blast, while dozens are still missing. More than 4,000 persons also sustained injuries from the explosion, and thousands have been displaced. In a live press briefing on Wednesday, Prime Minister Hassan Diab said the government will provide temporary shelter to displaced persons and also give support to others affected by the explosion. Meanwhile, rescue workers continue to comb through rubble in search of survivors as world leaders and international organizations have stepped in to offer assistance to the country. Colombia's Supreme Court has placed former President Alvaro Uribe under house arrest amid an investigation into allegations of witness tampering and fraud in relation to crimes committed during the country's 52-year civil war. The court's unanimous decision, published late on Tuesday, said magistrate found possible risk of obstruction of justice while they continue probing accusations the ex-president had a role in bringing potential witnesses against him. The ruling is the first ever in Colombia ordering the detention of a former president. Uribe, who served as president from 2002 to 2010, has repeatedly declared his innocence in the case and questioned the court's independence. Real Madrid boss Zinedine Zidane has been voted the best manager in the world by French newspaper L'Equipe, beating Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola to the title. The 48-year-old secured the La Liga title, 3 Champions Leagues, 2 UEFA Super Cups, 2 Club World Cups and a Spanish Super Cup during his first spell at Real Madrid before he left the club in 2018. He was reappointed within 10 months and has gone on to win another La Liga title and another Super Cup this season to continue his remarkable record with the club. And that's the latest from the newsroom at this time. Many thanks for watching.